Hi, welcome back to Postbox CSC channel and back to computer architecture and organization series. Let's go for today's session. The simple topic we are going to discuss today. The previous session I explained about the forms of parallel processing, where it consists of based on French classification like SISD, SIMD, and MASD and MIMD with the help of some block diagrams. Let's go for the session today. Today we are going to continue the topic called array process in computer organization architecture. It's a small topic and very important. There are two types of array process there. We have to get idea about this one, like attached array processor, SIMD array processor, and OEV is the array processor in the area of computers. And with the examples, let's say that types of arrays. First we had now what are the array processor. Another name is called vector processor. Vector processor or array processor, both are same only. Here these are also called as multiprocessor or vector processor, and they perform computation on a large arrays of data. Thus they are used to improve the performance of the computer. So if you have a scalar instruction or whatever there, if you want to do large computations, we need help of array processor. So let's go for the detailed one. First we discuss the attached array processor. Before this one is where it's a processor which is attached to a general purpose computer, and its purpose is what? Enhance and improve the performance of the computer in numerical computational task, and also it achieves high performance by means of parallel processing with multiple function units. Let's go for the diagram here. So this is the one. So this is a general block diagram of the array processor, where general purpose computer is the one you can say conventional or basic computer. We have main memory and this have IO interface and attached array processor and local memory, and it will show the high speed data memory to the memory bus, high speed data transfer of memory to memory bus. Here the what is happening here means in array processor we are attaching the another computer, almost another called attached array processor with the help of IO interface. Remember, here we are attaching the another array processor. When you do large array of data or computational, big computation or complex computation, what happens means if you have simple computation you can do with the help of general purpose computer, but when you do large computations, what happens, we can get the help from this attached array processor, or you can say this is another peripheral device connected with the general purpose computer. So it will try to, and also moreover it will save the time and improve the performance of the CPU and try to execute as soon as possible with the help of main memory and these parts. And it have, remember, the attached array processor have local memory. So whenever you have a task from the Gentis computer or main memory, it will move to the local memory, where attached processor and local memory will try to execute the task, and at last the result move to the main memory. At last the user can view the result. So see, remember, so we are attaching the attach array processor with general purpose computer if it's required. If you need to do any computational or complex task, we need support of this one, and you can get the help from this IO or peripheral device and to achieve the task like that. And we can do concurrent. Remember how it works means it always follow the concurrent one and parallel processing. So parallelly it will try to execute the instruction, no need of waiting. Sequence means what? One by one instruction. In the computer means what? Fetching, decoding and executing. Here no need of waiting. Here parallelly you can execute two tasks like that. Let's go for another one, SIMD array processor. Before going, so it is the organization of a single computer containing multiple processes and also operating parallel. Here the processing units are made to operate under the control of a common control unit, thus providing a single instruction stream and multiple data streams. So let's go for diagram. So here it's a diagram, look at here. So where you already discussed the French classification SIMD, what that means, what? Same only, that is single instruction stream, multiple data stream. Here these are the inbuilt processor one, okay, not like the attaching, okay, attached processor attaching another one. Here this is a inbuilt processor where it consists of a master control unit and main memory, where consists of processing elements 1, 2 and so on. So here, and also each process element have a separate memory location, local memory. You can just simply here P2 have a memory and Pn have another local memory and so on. Now thing is, whenever the master control unit whenever try to execute the instruction one by one, what happen? It try to parallelly execute it. Okay, I'll say the example, you can get it here clear. So main memory is there. In the main memory, if you want to if you want to execute the 10 instructions at a time, what happen? The main memory give the work to the memory 1 and memory 2 and memory so on. It share the workload. So what happens? Share the workload. Whenever the instruction 1 executing, parallelly instruction 2 will be executed, and parallelly last instruction will be executed. At last the user can move to the main memory. At last the user we can view the output in the screen. So these are suitable for whenever to the computational task, very big computational. So with the master control unit, also what happened? It decode instruction and so on. Let's go for the example. Let's move to the another mode to get clarity. So let's assume that I want to do addition of two numbers, that is C is equal to A plus B. So when you consider this view of SIMD, let's consider, that means what? CI is equal to AA plus BI. CI is equal to AI plus BI. CI is equal to AI plus BI. Let's assume that I want to do execute the instruction of that is I is equal to 1 to 100. Let us assume that I want to perform the C is equal to A plus C is equal to A plus B instruction. Even how it works means you can understand via this example only. Let's assume that I value is 1, 2, 3. That means 100 instructions I want to do it. So let's assume that what happened. Here what happened? Master control unit is there and main memory is there. In the main memory what happened when you like this? It will divide the work to this P1 and P2, Pn. And remember, what are the processing elements here? The processing elements consist of default ALU, floating point, arithmetic point and register. Please take pen and write if you want. So the PA elements consist of by default ALU, floating point and arithmetic unit as well as the register. And also this is the local memory. So if you want to perform, that's first instruction, that is with the help of processing element will happen, that is the data will be already stored here. So that is A comma B, data A1 comma B1 provided here. So here what will happen? When you go processing elements, it will perform the result of this one, that is C1 is equal to sum. That is it will help you to perform the addition of this sum of two numbers A1 plus B1. C1 is equal to A1 plus B1. This result will be stored in M1. Remember, so we want to perform the addition of two numbers, that is C is equal to A plus B. Let's consider C is equal to AA plus BI, and instruction we want to do the instruction start from 1 to 100. So let's assume the data will be in the M1. So what happened? With the help of processing element, it will perform the addition or sum, that is C1 is equal to sum, that is A1 plus B1. Similarly, P2 is there, that is element 2 where A1 comma B, A2 comma B2, where C2 is equal to sum, that is C is equal to sum. What is that sum? That A2 plus B2. The result will be the addition will be performed and the result will be stored in the M2. Similarly, at last 100 elements are stored in the memory like that. So this is a simple way you can understand the concept of SIMD, and also remember these 100 instructions will be executed in the one clock cycle, parallel processing. It not take more than 50 or 100 clock cycle here. Within one clock cycle, these instructions will be executed simultaneously. That is the point you have to get it here. So if you want to perform the operations, this is a simple operation. If you do complicated operations, you can do with the help of computers here. So we are adding, this is the SIMD one where having the support of master control unit and memory unit and main memory, as well as connect with this processing elements area where it have ALU, arithmetic and so on. I hope that you understand what is, and moreover we back to here and we see why these array processors are important. Because this array processor increases the overall instruction processing speed, and also as most of the array processor operates asynchronously from the host CPU, hence it improves the overall capacity of the system. And also this processor has its own local memory, hence providing extra memory for systems with low memory. Even your conventional basic system have a memory problem, with the help of array processor it will be extended here by default. So it will support the memory, and as much possible you can transfer the data with high speed with the main memory to the local memory and so on. So we can transfer the data very fast. That is possible with the help of this array processor or vector processor concept. I hope that understand what is array processor and why we need this attached processor as well as the SIMD. If you have any queries or any suggestions, anything, can communicate with the social media and please like, share, comment, subscribe and press bell icon for more updates, and thanks for watching.